can see he's going to be blue because look at his feet. See the lighter color in his feet.
Okay.
And if he was going to be silver, his whole face would be silver by now. So he's going to be blue.
Which is more like Ryder's color?
That's his mommy's color. So today they've had their faces shaved once. So today we're going to introduce them to the actual bath. And we're going to practice trimming their feet. But we're not going to get super serious about it because we just want them to not have too weird of an experience getting it done. And that's his brother fussing over there. We try to make it just so that it's, a pleasant experience if possible, as long as they're not freaking out about it. And we're just going to skim off some hair and cut their little toenails. Take a boy. Yeah. And puppies aren't super patient. Even if they don't mind it, they don't like to be held too long in the same place for too long because they want to be running around or they want to be sleeping. So what I do is I just skim off some hair and we call it done. Pretty much just enough so I can see their toenails and get their toenails done better. And then the bottom of the feet, so hopefully they don't get, when they go in the litter box and stuff, they don't end up with poop and stuff stuck in the bottom of their toes. And when they try to lick or do anything with the clipper, I just push their little face away like that. And they generally learn pretty quick that it's not going to hurt them, but they can't stick their face in there. And his brother's throwing a fit over there. There you go. Cameraman extraordinaire Mr. Larry is going to hold him, so he'll be quiet. So I'm really just not getting picky. I'm just zapping off as much hair as I can get as fast as I can so that he'll be okay with it and won't feel too upset about it, hopefully.
Right. Then when you get to the point where you're doing them regularly, or if somebody's doing it regularly, they're acclimated to it. Yeah. I will more than likely be the groomer for at least one of these puppies. One of them is going to go to a client of mine. And I just try to hold them as firm as I can because they're so tiny. I haven't weighed them recently, but I think these guys are both about 2.5 pounds tops at 7 weeks old. So they're probably going to top out at about 4 or 5 pounds a piece. But you can see how tiny they are. His paw is smaller than my thumbnail. So we really don't, we don't want to hurt them, but we also need them to get used to having all this done because it's going to be part of their life. So I'm holding big joints and I'm just going as quickly as I can without being super duper picky and trying to just get some of this stuff off of his little toes. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip him over like this so I can kind of hold him firmly and he can't run away. And his brother is the one that protests more, so he's probably going to be wigglier. But that just shows the different personalities. This guy is a little bit more submissive. He has gotten back at his brother a couple times and taken him down and been like, hey, I've had enough. But as a general rule, this little guy seems to be a little bit more submissive than his brother, so he's doing really good. And then we're going to shave this little wee-wee. Again, just try to do it as quick as you can. just to keep them clean. Don't get super picky about it because Mom is still cleaning them a little bit. I'm probably going to separate her from them for good next weekend. And then we're going to get his little booty. Even though Mom's doing a good job. I'll help her out a little bit there. And then they shave the little base of their tail. Start the little pom-pom. Whatever we can get away with bigly babies.
Good boy. You're doing a good job. Yes, you are.
But if you just super duper patient and don't be negative about it no matter what they do. Try to make it a good fun thing and make your voice, not be ugly even if they struggle or act silly. Try to work as quickly as possible. It's okay. And try something else if that doesn't, and you gotta be quick, as you can see. Try something else if that doesn't work. That's a good boy. You're okay. I know. You're okay. You're alright. You're alright. And see, the first time I did it, they didn't protest at all. So they will go, if you're going to do your own puppy, or if you're, starting to groom puppies, they are going to one time be fine, and another time they might act a little silly about having something done. And it's just a little stage. And I was just saying how submissive he is, and now he's going to be a turd. But, you just have to be really as quick as you can. Get super picky. Just keep talking, in a nice, gentle voice. You don't have to do the squeaky, everything's okay thing. But if you just very calmly keep yourself calm, as you can see, the puppy will generally start to calm down about it because they start to understand that nothing bad is happening, even though it's weird. And you can see his face is lighter. So it's going to be a dark gray, which in poodles we call blue.
That's a good boy. You did so good. You did so good. Yeah. You did so good. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah.
And as long as their little tail's still wagging, everything's okay.
Yeah. Everything's okay.
And I'm going to trim his little toes really quick.
Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes. Doing a good job.
And when I do puppy nails, all I do is just nip off the little sharp ends. And then usually by the time they're 3 or 4 months old, they'll start letting you file them and, do all the other fun stuff. And you just kind of have to chase them around and make them let you do it. That's a good boy. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time I've done his nails, or their nails. There's a whole bunch of hair there I missed. I'm going to tap that off real quick so I can see. But again, don't get picky. Just teach them it's part of their life and how we're going to do things.
Okay, good job. That's a good boy.